In April of 2020, I told myself I would kill the mole every single Saturday night until I got the pet. I never had many pets and I wanted a super easy pet that I can rely on getting fairly quickly. So I started with 700 kills and a dream, and our adventure began. Today's video is sponsored by Hero Wars, a fantasy online action RPG game with tons of PvP. Right now I am leveling up Rufus, a vibrant character who enjoys crushing everybody with his shield. You can complete missions, kill bosses, and level up new heroes that you've discovered. There's over 50 completely different heroes to choose from, all with unique skills that will help you beat terrifying bosses. Complete missions and get tons of rewards, including awesome equipment, coins, and even soul stones for your best heroes. There are 6 game modes to choose from, so there will never be a dull moment when gaining XP and improving your skills. 2 of the 6 game modes include the Arena, where you can fight other players and earn more rewards by placing higher, and the Tower, where you can complete floors every day fighting against some really strong enemies. If you join right now, you'll get 5 heroes, one of them being a secret, as well as 600 emeralds and 30,000 gold. So scan that QR code, or you can click the link down below in the description. Hero Wars is both available on your mobile phone and your browser, so download it now, and I will see you in game. So, many people see me as the PvP challenge guy, but my next most popular title is the really dry at mole guy. I'll just be chilling in game, someone might come up to me and flex their really low KC mole pet, or I'll get a random DM on Discord and that says sorry, and then also shows a really low KC mole, usually then followed by a lot of laughing emojis. But honestly, I low-key thrived off that shit. Like, that was my identity. That's what I was known for. Every Saturday, without fail, people knew where to find me, and they knew exactly what I was going to be doing that day. That's because I've streamed almost every single mole kill after starting. It has literally become a ritual every single Saturday, and I haven't looked back since. Unfortunately, rookie Rargh years ago decided it would be a great idea to not save any of those live streams, so the first mole stream I could find is from October of 2020. And look, I know you're probably looking, oh my god, his hair. Yep, just tried to dye it back then, and I know it looks like I'm wearing a bronze med helm. It was supposed to be blonde. It did not come out blonde, so roast me. And I guess the main point I'm trying to get at here is that I wasn't going to take no for an answer, and I was going to keep grinding the mole until the mole dropped. Let's cue the next clip. But, you know, we came out, and plus I put a lot of time into editing, like a hype intro, a lot of transitions, a lot of overlays. Like in the final fight, Oh my god! Did I just get the pet? I did not just get the pet. No! 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 Did it just happen? Stop. Stop. I just unplugged my fucking thing. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm shaky. So it's safe to say that I feel like my cringe reaction is somewhat justified here. If you take a look at the collection log, it is the only thing that I actually have green. It's probably the only thing I'll ever have green. It's a shame it took 10,752 kills, but I enjoyed the process so much. And honestly, again, I feel like it's just part of who I am now as a content creator. As my numbers grew, so did the hype with the mole every single Saturday. But we just ended up going really dry. So there's actually a really cool equation that can be used to actually find just how unlucky we were on this. So to start, we need to figure out the chances of not getting a pet, which is 2,999 out of 3,000 per kill, and putting it to the power of just how many kills that we've had. This, in my case, comes out to 2.77%. those are the odds of not getting the pet. So if we took 1, subtracted our 2.77%, we're left with 97.23%. So this means that if someone were to start killing the mole right now, and if they killed exactly 10,752 moles, there is a 97.23% chance that they'd get at least 1 mole drop, maybe more. Or you could do the really easy method of just typing all this stuff in onto the RuneScape wiki like everyone does these days. Really? Really? Okay, you gotta diss me with this fucking skeleton here. But yeah, 97.23 rounding that you'd get 1 or more. That's accurate though. Or maybe that's just a diss how skinny I am. I don't know, but fuck's sake. So it's time to talk about the money. Just how much money have we made from killing the mole every single Saturday? We're dealing with around 10,000 KC here because remember we started at that 700 mark. I actually made a super in-depth video about a year ago about how to maximize your profit at the mole with opening seed packs, and that video had the loot from roughly 5,900 mole kills. And in this video, we have roughly 4,200 mole kills. That puts us at just around that 10,000 kills mark, so the math checks out. If you guys would like that more in-depth analysis, I'll make sure I'll drop that link down in the description so you guys can click that and head right over there at the end of this video. This is a bittersweet moment for me because this is the last time I'm ever probably going to turn in mole claws and mole skins. Such a weird problem to have, right? I'm sure most people haven't ever even done this. But again, this has just been my life for so long. So it's time. It's time to do it. So I believe we just talked to him. I'll trade in mole parts. There we go. What is that? Seize, ring, and empty. Yeah, I gotta do that at a bank. Okay, I'm getting too excited. I'm getting way too excited here. Look at all of these. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's open them up. Let's waste no time. Let's open them up. I feel like every time I click on one of these nests, the soul of a mole completely dies somewhere and is completely erased from existence. So after about 2 hours, now it could have been done a lot faster, don't get me wrong, but I was just taking my time. I was chilling. I was enjoying the last process of the mole grind that has just officially been completed. The first thing I want to mention is that when we started this, we had 99.8 mil in this tab, and now it's at 109 mil. So at about 2 hours, we made an extra 9 mil profit. Keep that in mind. It's always worth opening up your nests and cashing them in. Always. Now, in the entirety of the 10K kills, I have not sold 1 U-log drop. I have not sold 1 iron arrow drop. Unfortunately, the iron ore got a little bit shafted. I think I sold it by mistake at some point during my grind. I should have around 15K, but look, it's pretty cheap anyway, so we're just going to toss it. It's not going to mess up too much with the final verdict. If we take a look at the iron arrows, I mean, I definitely picked up all of these. I really prided myself in this stack. I'm not sure if I'll sell it. I just think that's super cool having that many, knowing that I got them all from the mole. But we'll, of course, include it in the final price. I just don't want to get rid of it. I'm one of those weird, sentimental people. But the U-logs. These are all the U-logs, probably about 98%. I'll be honest, like 98% is from the mole. I didn't plan on making a loot video like this, which is why it's not the exact amount. Keep in mind, this is over the course of 2 years. So we'll bring it down to, will it sell? That kind of hurts. You work 2 years for all these U-logs and they sell instantly like that. All right, it's time. We're actually not going to crush these because right now they're actually worth more uncrushed than crushed, oddly enough. So we're not going to crush them. Let's take out all the seeds, all the rings, and let's dump them all in the Grand Exchange. I just want to say all the big ticket items pretty much sold near instantly except for the bird's nests, but it looks like they'll probably sell pretty easily. I want to just state that this is in no way supposed to be like an exact loot video of 10k mole kills because it really isn't. There's some stuff that I didn't include, like the rune drops, the rare drop table drops that you get a ton of. But I can assure you that everything that I had sold here today, that is the vast majority of all the loot that you get from the mole, because it drops a lot of really low level items, as well as things like the U-logs and the iron ore that does add up over time. And of course, the mole parts, obviously. So I'd say this is a really... Guys, get off my mole. Dude, the whole point of this video is to show the mole, and this dude... Thank you. So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is this is a rough estimate. It's definitely very close to the amount I made in total. I mean, I'm not factoring in supplies or anything, so you could even say that those will probably kind of negate each other there. I also don't really use many cannonballs because I found it a lot more AFK when streaming to not cannon. Although, if you do grind the mole, you should cannon. It definitely is better to cannon, but that is just one less cost that I had on my end. My costs were pretty low, relatively speaking, that is. So, guys, let's just show the final verdict. We have 106 mil from everything we just sold. The iron arrows, really low-level seeds that did not sell. And from our last video, we made 136 mil from the 5.9k moles killed. So that puts us at a grand total of 243.8 mil. Just to get this little pancake looking dude. So, is it worth it? Well, I'll leave that up to you guys. And it's also worth noting that you can actually make even more money with the spirit seeds that you get, because you can actually cash them in for tier 5 seed packs, which on average are worth about 109k each. So that's going to add like an extra 6 mil to the total loot. I will not be cashing them in because I'd rather have the spirit seeds than the 6 mil. But again, in the video that I did post before or showed on screen, you guys could watch that video to get the full in-depth breakdown where I have like 100 spirit seeds and I cash them all in and I do the entire process from start to finish to get the full experience. This video is more about getting the pet than rather a money-making guide. Well, guys, it is officially the end of an era. After 2 years of grinding the heck out of the mole, I can safely say that this is the first big goal that I've ever set for myself that I've gone and actually achieved. Of course, we had no idea of how big this goal would actually be, but here we are, we have the pet, and I just want to thank everybody who has ever joined a live stream where I was killing the mole. Trust me, there's no way I'm killing over 10k moles without live streaming it, and you guys loved it. Every time I wasn't killing the mole, I'd see so many comments, Rargh, you gotta go get the mole, you gotta go kill the mole. And genuinely, we've had some great fun, we've had some dumb conversations, we've gotten drunk. This mole honestly means so much to me. I know it's so weird to say, I'm getting emotional right now, but it's the end of an era, and on to bigger and better things. So thank you guys for always tuning in. Really appreciate it, but I'll see you next time.